I had a header leak on this car, so I pulled it apart and fixed it. Then after I got it back together and went for a test drive, I found out something I wasn't expecting. I'll explain what that was later on in the video. Welcome back to Dan's Messy Garage. Today I'm going to be working on my 68 Mustang. The header gasket is leaking. Could be a simple thing and it could be a major pain in the butt. We're going to find out. Bought Remflex gaskets. Just replace the passenger side, because that's the only one that's leaking. Let me get things set up, gather up some tools, and dig into it. Luckily on this car, I notched back these shock towers. Allows more room to get down in here. But I still have things in the way, like heater hoses and spark plug wires. So I'm going to start yanking them off. Got the bolts loosened underneath there. Minor pain in the butt. Got it done. So now these, well, first one I want to put a wrench on is loose. I'm taking it out by hand. I can see that I've got a variety of bolts. There's some socket head bolts. That's what I'm using now an Allen wrench for. I have looks like 9/16. The bottom ones could have smaller heads. I can kind of touch one of the bolts. I can get it to turn, but there's just no good way to get my hand in there and twist around to loosen it. That's what I got so far. 5/16 cut off. Allen. Some stubs, a short Allen, 5/16 socket I can put on 3/8 ratchet. And this little guy I can put 5/16 key in there. Maybe this will get down in there. Problem is this slides through here and it'll fall right out. Gotta put some tape or something on there to hold it. Alright, I'm able to get that in there. And it feels like it's working. That's probably what I went through to put the bolt in years ago. I know on Mixed Comet we have to do a similar thing. That's the bolt. Allen fit right in there. And the wrench. Yeah, I can get to that bolt pretty easy. Now I got, here, just take a gander so far at the pile of tools that I've been using just to get some header bolts out. And I'm not even done yet. Okay, the header is loose, and of course the gasket is stuck to the head, and there's your problem. Gasket's all flaking apart, but I have to get the rest of this off the head before I can stick a new gasket in there. Okay, I've been fighting with that for a while. I got it loose, won't come out of there. Wow, that was a real pain in the butt. It's probably a good hour later, but I got the header moved back enough that I can get under here with a super scraper and scrape off the gaskets. I got the head clean. So now I need to try to get the new gasket in there without wrecking it and have the header go back on there. Finally got them all in there, and I've been going through and tightening them. This little wrench here has been invaluable with a short piece of Allen in it. There's another one back there. That's a 7/16. I gotta use this thin wrench here to get on that one. And then I have a variety of bolts. This is the car that I installed the Holley Sniper EFI system on, and it was running great. It really was. Just the exhaust leak was kind of annoying. So today, I said I'm going to go through the hell and fix it. Well, when I went for test drive, after it was all done, I noticed that the Holley Sniper system was pulling a lot of fuel out of the mixture, like 25 to 30% compensation minus, like it was sucking gas out. And that's because with an exhaust leak, there's actually air being sucked down into the exhaust system in front of the oxygen sensor. And the oxygen sensor all along has been reading that extra air and adding fuel to the mixture to compensate for it. And the system now, since it's sealed off, it's saying, whoa, wait a minute, I'm running too rich. I got to pull some gas out. And it did that. So if you have a Holley Sniper EFI or other type of throttle body EFI, and you have an exhaust leak on the same side as your oxygen sensor, change your gasket. You'll probably save yourself a lot of gas. I thought this job was either going to be an easy one or a pain in the butt. It took a few hours, and I'm glad it's done. Thank you for watching Dan's Messy Garage. Please stay tuned to my channel for future projects and videos. Bye.